of the fact and needed a shift from how vice presidents had been treated before. But it would appear that the impeachment of a deputy president is getting easier and easier, given the kind of process we've seen so far. Do you agree that, yes, something needs to happen to ensure that this deputy president is not the same as a vice president?
I think on the removal, I wanted to agree with my honorable colleague, his interpretation that the court has given guidance. There appears to be a legal gap, and the legal framework ought to be developed so that we have a proper system of how do we remove a deputy president. But I think it should go all the way to deputy governors as well. From the Senate perspective, I think this is good advice, and it's taken well. But you have asked also about how we should treat deputy presidents, and may I say deputy governors as well.
Or running mates, for that matter.
Running mates,
yes.
I have maybe a very boring view, or what you find maybe not very exciting view of leadership. You see, leadership is God's business from where I sit. And God only appoints people to take his charge of his people to run, and that's how I define my leadership. And when God doesn't want to act in that role, whether it is in CEO of a company or whatever in politics, he will remove you, okay? When you read the Bible, Saul was removed because there were issues with him and God. And we can have all these arguments, but I will tell you, Fred, that when it's time to go, God doesn't negotiate with you. And I wanted to say that if I'm a leader and I've been given position and I've messed up or I've done something wrong, the person I will go to is God, to talk to him about this, repent, make right what is wrong, and then resolve those matters with him. He will give you an opportunity. We've had 13 vice presidents in this country, and out of the 13, you remember Jaramogi left, 5 of them left, Jaramogi, Murumbi, Mwai Kibaki, Josephat Karanja, and finally George Saitoti. The 5 of them left. And then of these 5, one of them became president, which means at the time that he left, from my own perspective, and I may be wrong, God had not finished his business with him, okay? So people had organized to have him removed. Just like I believe if George Saitoti had stayed on, maybe there was, he could have probably gone higher. But my own thinking is that if the favor of God is with you, it doesn't matter how people connive and plan and do what, you will still come back. Look at how Mwai Kibaki left. I remember when he left, he went to Mombasa and he announced the formation of Democratic Party. And you are all so shocked, how do you leave the presidency? But he said he's resigning to run. And I when the Rainbow Coalition came, I was on the side of Mwai Kibaki, the DP, because you see there was the other side of ODM, and there was this, Raila on the side of President Kibaki. And God helped us to get this election done and on our side, and he did a good job, I think. So from my perspective, one deputy president, one vice president died, Wamala Kijana, in office, and 2 of them ascended to office. That is President William Ruto and Moi. And you will all remember the stories around Moi, the stories around William Ruto before they became president. I will again say that leadership is God's business. and he will choose his own people in his own way, even if we argue this matter no matter how much. My father, many years ago before he passed away, told me, now I'm coming to the issue of running mate. My father told me, if you're going to get married, and I was in class 7, a very young boy, start praying now. And to me, I see like that family unit is like a president and a running mate. It's that conjoined, it's that close, because you are always somewhere near each other. I would think, in my own thinking, and this you don't have to agree, that it's a very prayerful decision to make a decision who will be your running mate as a deputy governor or a deputy president if you are running for that office. And then, even as you pray about it, you would want to get it to a panel, people who are within your close circles, to give you a thinking. Maybe they have also been praying about it. Maybe you also get pastors or Muslim preachers or whatever you believe in, to also give you an input, because that choice is critical. But if you make a mistake, like people can also make a mistake on even electing you, maybe you are not the person, you can be impeached. That's why there is a provision. And if you made a mistake in choosing the deputy president, he can be impeached. That's why there is a provision. And for me, whatever those legal issues and whatever that is coming up now, I think if you want to have a role in running this country, you need to sort out things with your God, and then the rest will be okay. If you haven't sorted out things with your God, you can go to the Supreme Court, you can go whatever. And I with a lot of respect, I give the example of when that court decision came, that Uhuru Kenyatta's decision, president election has been nullified. Mm-hmm. When it was nullified, mm-hmm. We were all worried what's going to happen, what not, because we were on that side at that time. And then something funny happened. Raila never put any competition on it, which means, again, it doesn't matter. You can go to all these courts. If God has decided this is the person I want to lead this nation or to lead this constituency, you can do so many things, but at the end of the it. So that's why I keep saying, Fred, if I can just finish that. Because we need to get an update from elsewhere. At the end of it, let's do the politics, let's do the whatever. It's like farming. You farm, then you let the rain, God decides if you will harvest. All right. Let's do the politics, but let's not destroy the country. Yeah, allow us to get an update from Nakuru now. Mike Chalo is our reporter on the ground, also ready with some people who are keen to chime into this conversation. Good morning to you, Mike. What are the people of Nakuru saying about